Well, if you've ever wanted to play the 60-second round, the Blitz round in Wordstreak, it looks a lot like this. You'll notice for many of you who have just started, you don't have access to this until you have unlocked it. And quite honestly, I can't remember um, at the point at which I unlocked it, but I had played Classic a few times, and then I was able to play Classic bonus. Then I was able to get to the Blitz round. It goes way fast. But let's go ahead and join a tournament. When you join a tournament, like any tournament, it immediately pairs you into a quarterfinal, and that quarterfinal will set you up against somebody who it deems someone consistent with your skill set. So apparently, I am a lot like Aaron here. Aaron has a much cooler hair style than I happen to have. I'll do a couple of things with power-ups. So if you want to buy power-ups, you can usually get mega power-ups, and I have some over here on the right side. Over here on the left side, you get what are the traditional power-ups. I'll go ahead and choose a couple of these for fast rounds, and that's what the Blitz is. I tend to choose a number of items that allow me to slow things down, so I'll use freezes. And I'll do a couple of things here strategically. I'll go ahead and just run through triple sets and long sets, both horizontally and vertically, and that will let me get a number of my short words actually knocked out, and then I'll hit freeze, and then I'll start using some of my suggestions, and to do that will allow me to get at least a couple of things knocked out in terms of words selected, and that can be useful especially if I want to hold on to some of my options for a little bit later in the game. But again, this is a blitz round, so I have to be very careful about being able uh, to actually select the right words and then to use my boosts. And here I'm already getting a little bit of a a little bit of a bump, at least in terms of what's available to me. Already down to 27 seconds, and so I have to be careful about that. And so I'll try uh, to give myself a few more boosts before I hit the mega freeze. I don't have any more sorties, and so I'll just hit freeze. My last big freeze. Rit, right, mit, might, knit, knits, nights. And this will let me get a little bit more uh, knocked out in terms of the words I want to select. Also, I have primarily only selected three, as I said, trips when I started, three-letter words or larger. And so one of the things I'll be able to do uh, pretty quickly is if I start running out of time at the very end, I'll probably select to do some two-letter words. But in the meantime, I'm still able to use uh, my megas. Now I'm out of megas. Okay, so I'm out of time. So one of the things I could do is go ahead and do all of my doubles since I'm still in mega freeze. And this just lets me, if possible, clean up a number of small words and see if I'm able to get any extra points out of that. Okay, 399 is not going to get me past Aaron most likely. I say most likely. Oh, I guess maybe it did. Aaron was not on his game, so apparently I'm going to semifinals. Oh, okay, so in semifinals I'll be playing TJ Mouse, and it looks like TJ Mouse scores a lot more points than I do, so I'll have to use a similar kind of strategy. I need to use several freezes in inspiration, and then I'll use a mega freeze and a mega inspire, and that's going to give me some options to slow it down just a tad. I'll use my same strategy. I'll do my long forward and backward on both horizontals and verticals, and then I'll do my forward and backward on trips both directions. And that'll let me get all my trips out of the way. And then, if I've seen anything, I've seen a few here. Oops. Uh, Okay, I'll go ahead and hit freeze. Liars. Okay, I think I already had dense, so let's go ahead and hit my inspires. I hit it again, slow me down. All right, and of course, I need to see if there's anything else up here, and give me a freeze one more time. Okay, rinds, hens, 10. I think I already got that, didn't I? Okay, inspire. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Cares. All right, sender, hinder. I think I already got regular sender. All right. All right, so you notice one of the things that I tend to do is when I see a singular, if I have a chance, there's a like in plural, I'll hit that. Okay, I ran out of time. I bet would not .tj mouse beat me. Oh yeah, by a landslide. Okay, so a couple of things that you can learn from this. Good job, TJ Mouse. Well done. Is you can certainly learn the fact that if you have a strategy on the front end, or if you have a strategy on the back end, or you combine those two things, that can usually give you a gameplay that starts. And so I always have the forward and backward on horizontals and verticals, and I do trips as well. And then I start with, in fast games like in these Blitz games, I tend to use more freezes and mega freezes and fewer inspires. On slower games though, I'll flip that and I'll use fewer freezes and more inspires. And that usually gets me to finals. I tend to get a lot of first and second places. And that can be very, very useful. So if you can use those tools, both free and paid, well, you can usually get deep in these various games. This is Wordstreak, and that's how you play Blitz.